Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been quite a while we've done something coding on this channel, and I think that is about to change. I've decided to put more time into the video content that I create. Alright, so in this video we are going to look at how to create packages for Flutter and Dart. We'll also look at the various categories of packages that we have in the Dart ecosystem or the Flutter ecosystem. We will then go ahead and create our own package, a very simple package written in Dart, which can be used in either a Flutter or a Dart project. Then we will then conclude on some things to look out for when you are selecting the package to use on pub.dev, right? And I believe this video will be very educational and of great benefit to you. Let's zoom in. So the first question you probably ask is, what is a package, right? And when you search online, you are going to get a lot of explanations, and what you probably identify among all this explanation is some keywords, right? And that is shareable Dart code, right? So a package basically is you sharing a piece of code across different platforms, and that's as simple as it goes. So basically you are sharing some functionality across or a code that you've written or someone else has written across different projects that you've worked on. In the Flutter community, right, we have, or in the Dart community, we have subcategories of packages, right? And we have two major ones that are very popular, which are the Flutter and Dart packages and plugins, right? I think their mother name is supposed to be like libraries, since like it easily confuses people when you say a package and you see a subcategory is called a package and plugins, right? Now, to explain what packages, I think from the previous explanation, I think it's obvious. It's a pure Dart code that you can actually share across your application, either Flutter or Dart. It doesn't depend on any hardware functionality or your platform hardware, right? So something like a camera location, Bluetooth, and all that. I mean, it doesn't depend on them. Now, another category, which is plugin, is like the opposite, right? So plugins are basically codes that they're also basically shareable codes, right? But this time they actually depend on more of like the platform on which they were meant to run. So for example, if you look at the camera plugin, right, for Flutter, it has integration in the native Android side and also the native iOS side, because Flutter code or your Dart code cannot talk directly to the camera hardware, so it needs something to fall in between them, which is like the native code that has the ability to actually do that. So any package out there, or any library out there that actually rely on the platform hardware to work is a plugin. So something like location, Bluetooth, camera, printer. Yeah, I think the printers we are. So these are basically the categories. Now the project we are working on, it's a very simple, as I said, that application, and all it does is these three things. We are going to capitalize a string, we are going to reverse a string, and then we are going to split a string. Right. So we are going to create it as a package, and we are going to upload it to pub.dev. Then we will create a simple project and just use this package inside. That's all. There's nothing complicated about that. The process of uploading your packages your package to pub.dev is actually very simple. There's a very good documentation back in it, and you will make use of all that. Then the last thing we're going to look at is the conclusion, things to look out for when you are selecting a package or adding a package to your project, right? So there's one thing I always notice is people actually add packages that they don't actually need, right? Because sometimes when you look at these packages, you're like, okay, this thing already exists in Flutter, right? Or there's already support for it in the native, like, that SDK. So why is there a package for it, right? So, and sometimes you get a very good package and you realize that the last updated date is like 2 years ago, right? So when selecting the package, look at the last updated date, make sure that it is recent, which means that the maintainer is still maintaining the package. You can also look at the pub point. I'll show you where to locate that. Then you can also go ahead and go to the GitHub repo of that project and look at the open issues, because sometimes some packages, when you try to add it, you realize that there are a lot of issues on it, right, to just mess up your code. So make sure you look at that, look at the open issues, and probably even the closed issues, right, whether they are actually closing the issues or people are just opening issues, people are also making PRs and no one is minding them, right? So now let us get into our code and create our package. Alright, so now let us look at the folder structure. So the first one is .that2. So this is basically a package configuration for our project, right? This is something you want to edit. The .id is basically configuration folder for IntelliJ IDE. Then we have our lib folder. I'm sure you are familiar with this already. Then we have test. Then we have git ignore. We have metadata, another configuration file. We have that packages, another configuration file. We have an analysis option, so basically for linting. Then we have changelog. So basically, every time we push a new update to pub.dev, we need to update the changelog and what has changed, what we added, what we removed, what we fixed, right? Then we have another configuration file. We have the license. So basically, you need to state the license in which your package operates. If it's an open source library or package, right, you need to state it. Yeah. Then we have the log file, which is basically a generated file for the YAML counterpart here. Then we have the YAML file, which basically keeps information or data about our package. Then we have our README, where we basically tell our users how to use the package, right? So that is it. Now the next thing is for us to start writing our code and start developing our package and writing our functions. Alright, so now let's go ahead and create our functions. So looking at what we showed earlier, the first thing we have to do is the capitalized string. So I'll go into the lib folder, create a new folder called src, then create a new file. Let me just call it string. That's that. I think I made a mistake. Yeah. Now this is going to have a class called string data, right? And inside this class, we're going to have a function which returns a string. Capitalize string. And this is going to take in a text, some argument, and we're going to have final. Variables for results. So text, right? So we want to get the first value, that's uppercase, plus text substring 1 to lowercase, then we just return our result. I mean, this is cool, but to me personally, I don't think this is safe. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to handle some things, right? So I'm going to say first off, if text is empty, but basically I'm saying that it's empty now, right? So if it's empty, I just want to, I don't want to waste my time, so I just want to return into string. And then anything else, do what we are doing. So let us leave some comments. So use a post slash for comments, right? So you can say that return returns the parallel string by passing text. And so the next thing we have to look at is reversing a string. Right, so let's have a function that says reverse string, takes a string, and then we return string dot then we say types experience dot reverse. No, sorry, this here. So let's give a documentation of the table. So the last one you're going to look at is to split a string. So for this, we're going to return a list of strings. So split string. Again, let's take a string. And over here, we return text. So it's like Alright, so let me the comments sometimes. Alright, so basically this is what you have. Then in my string manipulator, I'm going to get rid of this. This thing export. Alright. Not this. I'll see. Okay. So wait, now we have this. Yeah, basically done writing our package. Right? The next thing you just have to do is probably write some little test to know whether what we wrote is actually working. Alright, so before we write our test, there's some little editing I want to do. So I want to make this class a singleton. Alright, so string. So basically, this now is a singleton, and I have to make this a static class. Right? Alright, so let us head over into our test folder and start writing our test. So I'm going to get rid of all this and change this to copy the lives test. And over here we'll see final value. So we'll string later, but and why I'm going to say hello. Then expecting which have value. Then we have hello. So when you run this test, you see whether it's a pass. As you can see, it has passed. So we're going to do the same thing for the rest of them. So reverse so this should be HLL OHL yeah, like this. And for split, it has to be H. So this has to be a list, right? So let's have this H P L L O. So like this. Let me test this also. Oh, I think I made a mistake. I didn't change the name here. So this is split. So reverse has pass. Let's say that split also pass. This is split. So as you can see, all our tests has passed. So it means that everything worked. as how it should. Now the next step is for us to prepare our project to be uploaded to pub.dev. Alright, so our test is passed, so now let us prepare our project. First off, I'll head over to the website. Alright, so when you go to docs, I'll add this in the description. So then this kind of explains what packages are, the difference between packages and plugins, and how to even add a package, how to resolve conflicts, and a whole lot, right? So this is a very good documentation on how to basically use your own packages. Now heading over to pub.dev, if you haven't created an account, please create an account and sign in. So when you go to the help, you can see a number of documentations here on how to publish a package. So I'm going to select this so that we can follow the documentation. So first of all, publishing is forever. So when you are publishing a package, you know that it's going to be there forever. You can choose to unlist it. So basically, you are saying that you don't want it to be shown in results when someone searches for your package, right? But you can't delete it. So you can mark them as discontinued, but you can't delete it. So to prepare, to publish, make sure you add your license and what again? Yeah. So now let us do that first. So let us add the license. Alright. So yes. So I'm going to code. What's the license? Then we'll just add the year. So the year. Then my name. That's all. Alright, now let's go back. The package must be smaller than 100 megabytes. So basically, if it's bigger than 100 megabytes, you need to split it using pub.ignore to remove unnecessary content. You must have a Google account, as I said, so you need to create an account and log in. So important files, the readme, the changelog, and the passport.yaml. So let us start from the readme. So we are just going to edit the readme and how our project can be used. So we'll take this description that has potential reason. This is simple. Okay. So net helps to recognize and split strings. So feature. So yeah, you can say copy string users string split. Then let's go to the provide our points information on how to use package. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this. Let's copy it over here, right? And get rid of this and the usage. So we now have an example folder, so we can use the test, right? So we're just going to test folder. So I'll just use this, right? So this is something like this. Something value. Right, so I can just copy this. So this is this one here. This copy this. And I can basically show the output, right? So that it really makes sense. So the rest will be this. And split. Right, so this information that is about the package, where to find more information, how to contribute. Okay. So open here. Issues and also contribute to so we have this done. What's next? Are we supposed to do the change logs, right? So this is going to be add reference to copy numbers yes so that's it. Then go to YAML file and this description we can use basically the same thing we have over here. So over here, so version 0.01. So we come here and make sure it's the same thing over here. Then we have this. Yes, I think all this looks good. Yeah, so now let us check. So we have done this, we've done this, and we've done this. Good. Now let us perform a dry run. So now, what is a dry run? To test how publish works, you can perform a dry run, right? So basically, it's more like you are testing whether everything is okay, and if you can actually publish, right? So this way, you need to test this in a command and hit on enter. So it's going to do a number of things. If you're not logged in, to ask you to log in. So as you can see over here, it says that we have one warning. So it's strongly recommended to include the home page or the repository field in the YAML. So let us just include so the home page here. So this home page is basically going to be our GitHub repo, right? So I have to deploy my code to GitHub. So let us quickly do that. So I'll head over to my GitHub, and then I'll create a new repo, and I'll call this repo that string. So it's public and everything. So yeah. So I'm going to initialize git. I'm going to add everything. So git add. I'm going to commit the code. I'm going to add the remote link. Then I'm going to push. Alright, so I can add this as my home page, right? So now let us run the publish dry again and see if everything is okay. So you see zero warning issue and everything is okay. So now here's a simple part. So if test everything is okay, now if you want to publish, just use the same command without the run arguments. So everything is the same thing, hit enter. And this time it's actually going to push our code or push our package to pub. So it's going to make it visible. So it's asking me if I really want to push it, right? So I can say yes. So uploading, it's done. So this is linked to our package. As you can see, now it's on pub.dev, and everyone can see it, everyone can use it, right? Now, I remember saying that I'm going to explain what the pub point means. If you go to the help, you should see something about it, right? So let's click on it. So this is basically some sort of scoring system. So let's go on here. So this is some form of scoring system for a package, right? So basically they look at a number of things to score the package, whether it's actually healthy or is up to standard. Yeah, so that's what the pub point means. So you can always look at it and give the point. But this surely doesn't mean that the package is actually good. As I said, you can look at a number of factors in combination to determine if the package is good to use, right? Ours will take some time to be available to us because we just published it. Now, if you look at the documentation, right, somewhere at the top here, it's talked about the verification badge, right? So this badge right here. Now, to do some, if you look at some packages, let us look at an example. This. Let's see. Okay, good. Yeah. Um, so anytime you say something like something like this, it means that you are saying that the package was approved by a verified user, right? And for you to be a verified user, what you have to do is you have to go to your profile, right? So on pub.dev, my pub.dev, right? You go over here, then you go to publishers. So if you already have a publisher, you should see it. If you don't, you can just create one, and all that you need to do is add a link. So if you have a link to your personal website, you need to add it over here. Then you create the publisher. I've already done that. As you can see, this is mine. So, and after doing this, what you then have to do is every package you upload, as you can see currently, it hasn't been tagged that it's from me, right? It's from a verified publisher. So if I want to do that, I then have to basically sort of move the package to be, as you can see over here, it says verified uploader, right? So if I want to make that possible, I have to basically move it. Yeah, so you go to admin, right? Then you select the publisher, then you transfer. Say okay. So basically, I'm transferring the package that we just uploaded to my verified account or sort of here. So as you can see now, this shows over here, right? It shows over here. And as you can see now, it's no more showing that I'm verified uploader. My website, like this is going now showing. So this is it. I mean, this is how to as you can see, our score is in. It is 130, which is pretty good, I'll say. Yeah, no one has liked it, and no one has. It's not other popular because no one has also used it. So I mean, and the like also. So basically, when someone, like you can see now, currently there's one like here. I think if I refresh, it should hit. As you can see now, yeah. So there's one like over here. So the more people like a project, like a package, the more people use it. These values will basically increase. And someone will ask, so how do I update this package, right? And it's just the same way you uploaded the first version. So let's try that. Let's see whether we can do something. So we have split. We have what should we do? What other method should we do? Let's just force a string all to be lowercase, right? So I'm going to add an extra one and say what? Returns lowercase. Okay, so then we need to have static returns a string, to call it lowercase. I'm going to take the string. And I'm going to return text. So basically, this is what we have. Yeah. So we have this, and I can also add a test for it, just to be consistent. So we have lowercase. So can say hello here. So yes, expecting lowercase, it should be hello, right? Let's see if this works. Alright, so it has passed. So now, let's say now I've added a new, like some new stuff, right? So then I then have to go to my pub, increase the version, okay? Then go to the change log, then introduce a new one. This is 2, and then say add functionality to right, so that's it. Then I can run the dry again to check whether everything is okay. So you can see it said everything is okay, then I can upload it. So basically this is how to create a project, create a package, upload a package, update the package, right? So I'll say y yes, yeah, so basically it is done. So now when we go back and we refresh, as you can see now it's a new version 2. I think we made a mistake by we forgot to add it to the readme. Right, so yeah. But basically, I mean, this is the process, and as you can see, it's actually very easy, right? So there's something that's very complicated. I believe everyone should be able to create their own packages after watching this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.